It's 19 to 6 ABC Radio Hobart. Rick Goddard waking up with you and keen to buy a digger. Glenn Screech is auctioneer at Lloyd's Auctions. G'day, Glenn.
How you going, Rick?
Yeah, really, really well. How come there's so much heavy equipment for sale?
Well, the volume probably hasn't changed a lot, but the prices have been fairly strong with what's been going on recently. The government's pushed forward a lot of the infrastructure projects, so that's seen a little spike in prices, and people want to offload some of their second-hand equipment at the moment. When
you say a spike in prices, you mean up or it's dropped?
No, it's certainly gone up in the space of good quality equipment. With the government announcing they're bringing forward, especially tunnelling projects and some of the major upgrades in terms of highways in the mainland, that's certainly spiked prices.
How much stuff do you sell down in Tassie? And, I mean, shipping's always the barrier for us. Do you charge extra for shipping?
Yeah, there's always small extra charges for shipping, and it has been a small barrier, but we have sold a lot of equipment, especially in the timber industry into Tasmania. And, yeah, we've always seen our clients well looked after when it comes to shipping rates. But it's more in terms of volume as to what gets you the better rates.
So you buy 5 diggers?
Yeah, that's it. Promote doing it by a whole fleet now.
Are people massively renewing their fleet as well? Because there's a whole lot of incentives, tax incentives, aren't there this year with coronavirus?
Yeah, that's right. They've just extended it as well. So the 150,000 asset write-off certainly worked and worked for good quality equipment. So that's certainly helped things along.
Can you get a digger for that?
Yeah, you can certainly get it. Obviously, depends what you're looking for, but the average machine prices are probably sitting around 75 to 100,000 for a reasonable unit. Again, depends on the size and what application you're looking for.
Oh wow, I could get 2 diggers.
You could jump in and get a couple. There is no limit to the 150 asset write-off, so there's multiple. You can buy multiple.
Oh, you can buy as many assets under 150.
That's it.
Oh. Go and get a Jaguar. What's some of the weirdest stuff you've had to sell?
Yeah, at Lloyd's we sell a variety, so we're unique in that way. But we've sold full movie sets. I've sold some military tanks. Probably one of the weirdest ones. We sold a fleet of handcrafted coffins.
Wow.
And they're up on display actually on the Gold Coast still. So.
And what's your background? Because I think of Lloyd's, and I think Lloyd's of London. Hello, gentlemen, we have 3 military-grade tanks for sale. But you don't sound posh.
Well, thank you. I think that's a compliment. But my background, I've come out of the marine industry with Lloyd's. There's a small company that started in Queensland on the Gold Coast. Now grown to, we've got 11 sites nationally. So, just a small family-owned business that grew. Grew offering good service and good product, I think.
Yeah, how nice. And how have you had to change how you do business? Because, one of the things about auctions is they're usually about gathering together, and there's a few people on the phone. Have you inverted that?
Yeah, so the auctioneer, like myself, where we stand up on the podium, sort of a dying breed at the moment, but look, our systems went online a long time ago. We still do simulcast auctions where the auction's live as well as online, but over the past few months, those have all just converted to online. So we're lucky enough that we didn't have to change many systems, but I'd say a lot of people in the auction game have to rethink how they offer goods.
So what do you reckon are the real bargains that are going to be able to be picked up at the moment? Because obviously demand pushes prices up.
Yeah, demand pushes prices up, but obviously different sectors. We're talking retail sectors and some of the local businesses that you'll see everywhere that have struggled through this phase. I think we'll see a spike in liquidations towards the end of the year, which will give people some opportunity to buy some cheap product.
The cars and stuff, or?
Yeah, vehicles. Vehicles are one. I know there's been many issues with getting the exported vehicles or imported vehicles, into the country. So sales have been going strong with the 150 asset write-off, but I think second-hand sales will soon slow down, and there'll certainly be some opportunity there.
That's an interesting one, isn't it? In terms of just the way the market fluctuates, and then how the resale market reflects that. I've heard a lot of people talking about, the September, October, November-ish foreclosure season, that there's the expectation a lot of businesses will struggle.
Absolutely. I don't think we'll see the price of toilet paper going up, because I think people stockpile most of that. But there'll certainly be some business changes, I think, towards the end of the year in that corporate sector.
For you guys, though, things don't really shift. People always are selling things, aren't they? And I guess the worse times get, the more people need to sell things.
Yeah, that's it. And people are always looking for an opportunity to pick up a bargain. So, look, if there's sellers, there's usually buyers to go along as well. So that helps us along in our industry.
And in terms of getting those kinds of bargains, what's the secret to bidding smart?
Yeah, bidding smart. Look, there's a lot of different tactics people take, but my advice is bid early. If the 10 things are the same, the first one's always the cheapest. Is what my advice over the years would be. People always wait for the last one. It's always the most expensive.
Oh, okay. So if you're selling 10 coffins, try and get number one before the pressure builds up.
That's it. Jump in first.
Because it must be, for you standing up there, such a game of psychology. Can you look at a group of people at an auction and pretty much profile how people are likely to behave?
Look, you get a good gauge. Being an auctioneer, it is one of the arts of understanding what's driving people and what people may pay for something. But being online and simulcast these days, you're sort of dictated by the market, by people bidding online. So that style of auctioneering sort of is a dying breed, unfortunately. But with everything going online, the systems that people have and the access people have to information these days makes that job a little bit tougher for an auctioneer.
That's really sad, actually, isn't it?
Oh, it is, but it gives me a lot more spare time. No, unfortunately, it doesn't. The world revolves, and you just end up. People use their smartphones to bid, and that's how they access information every day. So, a good auction company has a good online platform, and that's what we strive ourselves to achieve.
Is behaviour different in online auctions than face-to-face auctions?
Look, I'd usually say yes, it is, but look, in our history probably says that it's not. I for one, when we first went online, wanted to buy some product that we had, so I've got to get permission from our vendor to bid, and I did. And look, when someone outbid me, it was exactly the same competitive juices that flow when you're putting your hand up at an auction. You just want to win, and keeping the auction competitive online is something that we do really well.
Are you good at poker?
Look, I don't think so. I usually go all in and hope for the best.
Bid hard and bid early.
That's it. Go hard and go early and try and scare a few off, but hasn't worked for me in the past, but I'll probably keep that tactic.
If you want to pick up an excavator, this is your chance. Lloyd's auctions, and with government a lot of people turning over their fleets, with the government incentives, what an opportunity! And of what you've got on offer at the moment, what are you excited about?
We've got a couple of big sales. We've got a really big end of the month. So we've got 4 machinery sales in the coming week. We've got a big tunnelling contractor in Sydney with about $10 million worth of equipment. So that goes off on Monday, and all that equipment's on our website at the moment. We've also got $30 million worth of classic and prestige cars going off on Saturday. So there's plenty going on. There's still money being spent at the top end of town as well.
All right, lovely to hear. Great to talk to you, Glenn.
Thanks very much, Rick. Appreciate it.
Glenn Screech.